Okay, it's 6:37 a.m., October 18, Friday 2024, and this will be my analysis of the third game of my game in Intrams, first day of intramurals. The first and second game, I guess they're fine. Some of the notes is wrong because, well, I messed up, so yeah. And to also look at it is we're gonna look at the game versus with Alvin Gilio as white and Andre Papa as black. So this game is really a crazy game. The first two games was crazy. The first two games I did not eat. I also did not have any sleep. And this third game I ate brunch. It was 12:30. This game round two ended 12:30 and the call time was 1 p.m. But we started at 1:31. They were just waiting for me. So yeah, we're gonna look at it. I also said to myself that I was gonna analyze after going home, but I was just too tired. So yeah, we're gonna look at the game. E4 by Alvin Gilio and C5 by me. D4, C takes D4, Queen takes D4. It seems to me that this line is really really popular to them. In my first game, versus Cody, this happened. This line happened. Wait lang. He played this. Really bad blunder. Really. So, but did that not happen here? So yeah. After that, he played d6. I played d6 after he played knight c3, and then knight f3, e5, bishop b5. Really, really weird lines. a6, b takes, b takes. Casting king side, bishop e7, b3, and casting king side. So far, really normal game. And bishop b2, bishop to b e6, knight d2, and here comes d5. Really aggressive move from me. Calculate the line. I really wanted to attack Aldin as I don't want this to be a draw. I know I can defeat him. That's the mentality that is going over me right here. He takes d5, and he takes d5. The best move here is actually knight g4, and after queen e2, you will play he takes d5. And you can actually attack this pawn. Let's say you play rook fe1. There's actually bishop to c5 attacking the pawn, and you have to defend it. And I can just play f6 now. So that's one really weird line. Now d5 he takes, oops he takes, queen takes, and then bishop to d6, trying to create some pressure. And queen e2, and here the first blunder on my really big blunder. I really thought I had something here. I'm I mistook something. I thought of the lines, but the first move was bishop takes h2 check. That was a really bad move. The first thought that came to mind was that after knight g4 check, I thought he was gonna go king to g3, and I could play h5, and this, and then just something like this. Really, that was the thought of me. That was my thought. But after seeing king g1, I realized that there's actually just after after queen h4, there's gonna be knight f3, and I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell did I do? So yeah, already losing from move 18. Oopsie. Already losing from move 18. Queen h5, rook fd1, rook fe8. Trying to create some pressures at least. I think he was really nervous at this point as he has never beaten me in a normal match. Really, he's never. So, and he played rook e1, really bad move, moving your piece two times. And d4 again, just trying to create pressure. Knight d4. And I played queen h6 because I thought that after bishop to d5, he was gonna play this, and after rook takes e2, he has knight takes h5, and this is just completely winning for him still. Even though that's not the best move, it's still very very winning. So I tried to get out of that, and I played queen to h6. Best move here is queen to d2, trying to trade, but he played bishop takes d4, and I played bishop d5, and he played queen e3. And rook to e6 is the best move here. but I played really aggressively. F5. That was just a bluff. Best move here is knight to g3. Because that is just a very, very bad bluff. My idea is to play knight takes, bishop takes, but there's knight takes, and you have no, this check is worthless because this knight is a fucking menace. It's a menace, so you can't really do anything here. Even if you go back, it's actually just check, and after rook takes, here, you have nothing. You really have nothing. You have to see that. That you have nothing. You really have nothing. That's the crazy part about it. But he played really bad blunder too. Bishop to e3. He did not see any of that, and he just said like, ah, I'm gonna lose a piece. But this is still winning. Okay, knight takes e3, rook takes, and that's the blunder. You should have played knight ed2. Knight ed2 is the best of yours. This bishop is hanging. This knight is hanging. You have really nothing. Bishop takes f3, knight takes f3, and then what? You all have equal pieces, but why is it plus 3? Because after you move your knight, there's actually queen to d5 check, and after king h8, queen takes f5, and suddenly, you're down 2 pawns. That's still very winning for whites, okay? So I did not want that. I did not want that. But the rook takes e3, which is a really bad blunder. I can play bishop takes e4, and he was shaking his head in this match, at this very moment. He realized that the lead is now diminished, and after queen to c4, king h8, and then rook to rook a hdfg, hgfe, rook a e1. I played rook a ch, trying to attack that queen. He played queen to d3, really tricky move. After bishop takes, it's actually back rank checkmate, so he's trying to be really flashy here. The best move here is to play rook f8, but I played king to g8, so I can take the queen if he does not get out of that predicament. And now he played queen to d2. He should have played queen to e2. Really was wondering about that move because now I can play rook a d8. Here best move is queen a5, but he played queen e2. He thought he had something here, but after rook takes c2, queen f1. Here again, the best of years to play rook d1. It's really hard to find. Really hard to find. But here, right after queen f1, I thought like, I can't make this a draw. I think this is drawish, but I can't have a draw. I have to win. g4. Just aggressive. Very aggressive. Rook 1 e2 is the best move here. But I think that the lines here is really tricky. If rook 1 e2 is the best move, you can't really find that in time trouble. I thought I had bishop like something like this, bishop d3, but actually it's just rook takes d3. So really worthless. And I don't want to draw. I don't want to be, very passive, especially as I am down a pawn. Am I down a pawn? 2-4. I'm not actually down a pawn, but I am in a very bad position still. So we're gonna look at rook dd2. I played rook dd2. And I think at this very moment, he has 1 minute. 1 minute to make and think of a move that will suffice rook dd2. And he found the best move, rook 1 e2. And here, just have to take. I realized that here, I just really had to take. I really don't have any chance. But I played a blunder, as I thought to myself, I can defend this, really. Even though I'm going to be losing, I just need, okay, I'm not done pawn. I said to myself, nah, I can defend. I already foresee what I was gonna do. And I really thought it was gonna be very risky, but I really just had to do it to make the game unbalanced so that this game would not end in a draw. I would risk that, and I played Rook takes a2. But if it's gonna be this one's gonna be a tough opponent, I would have played Rook takes e2 and Rook takes, and then just Rook takes and just Queen to e8, Queen takes e2, and then Queen to e6. So it's just a very much a draw, just something like this. Yeah, this is what I was gonna do. I don't really have anything here. So yeah, I played Rook takes e2. Rook takes a2. And after Rook takes d2, Rook takes d2. He played Queen to c4 check. Best of his Queen g7, and then Queen f7, King h8, Rook e1. That's the preferred line by the engine here. But here, I played Bishop to d5, trying to distract him. But actually, it's actually very losing here. As to one move per se. Queen to c1 is the best move here. And say why Queen to c1? That's after you play something like Rook to d4, Rook to g3 is coming. See, very tricky. And if you play like g4, actually your queen is gonna fall. But can't you just play like something like f4? No. Queen to c8 check. King to g7, queen to d7, and you cannot defend this. The rook falls. Can't move your bishop because your rook falls. After queen, king g8, rook takes, and you have to take, and that is the final moments. Could have been the final moments. So what's the defense here? Bishop to f7, knight takes, king takes, queen to c7, king f8, queen b8, and still your rook will fall down and you will have nothing left to do. It's a really crazy match. But again, everything has its ends, okay? I played not queen c1, but queen to c8, and after queen f8, a terrible blunder ensued. Queen takes f5. He did not see the queen. After that, he just had to resign. This could have been a really compelling match. Queen c1 still is winning, very slightly. Rook d4, knight d7, queen to b4, rook e5, and then something like bishop f7. Really tricky line. So I guess I hope you all had a really fun day, as this to me was a really fun match. I will see you guys later in my analysis video, and we will be looking at the match against Silas Arenal, with Andy Kloma being white and Silas Arenal being black. I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you the next Drei analysis video. Ta-ta!